for 15 laps, second compact feature. Little Animal, Tyler Eichel on the pole, Eric Kugler alongside, and green flag is in the air. Little Animal trying to hold off Toby Cook into turn number 1. Toby Cook going to give him room. Little Animal going to slide up the racetrack. Everybody's going to separate. Here comes Kyle Lawson to 54. Kugler way up the racetrack. Are we going to go 4 wide? No, we're not, thank goodness, but we're still 3 wide. Little Animal still your race leader, and he'll lead lap number 1. Kugler way up the racetrack. Little Animal, Tyler Eichel leading out front of the second compact feature. Here comes the 54 of Lawson. Drives it in deep, gets beside Little Animal. Little Animal battling back. Lawson going to take the race lead at the line on lap number 3. So Kyle Lawson with a good move on lap number 3, moves up to the top spot. Now problems for the 54, lost a tire, everybody spinning, and the 55 of Tyler 9 got him. That's like the 3rd time Tyler 9 has been in an accident and taken out his machine, and it was totally not his fault. Also the 169 of Marcus Cox, hard hit into the 54 of Lawson, who lost looked like a left rear tire came off on Kyle Lawson. Race leader, Little Animal on the outside. Green flag in the air. Toby Cook and Larry Ennis Jr. on that second row, and Noah Patterson going to take the race lead down the back straightaway and start to check out. Here comes Toby Cook around Little Animal for second. Way up the racetrack goes Toby Cook. Little Animal still there in that high lane. Toby Cook again pushing up off the corners. That allows Larry Ennis Jr. to get to the inside of the 4 of Little Animal. Toby Cook got on the rumble strips on the bottom. That opened up the bottom. Here comes Ennis Jr. Larry Ennis Jr. up to second. Toby Cook back to 3rd. Little Animal dropping in the high lane. Noah Patterson way out front. Hard hit off of turn number 4. Little Animal, Tyler Eichel. I'm not really sure what just happened, but the 4E of Tyler Eichel got up off the bottom, got into the 55 of Tyler Eichel. Tyler 9. Tyler Eichel got into Tyler 9, and I believe it cut a left rear tire. In 5 to go. Larry Ennis Jr., Tim Frederick, Alan Clark, Mike McDonald. Green flag is back in the air. down through turns 1 and 2. Everybody's clean and good to go down there. The newlyweds at the back of the field. Everybody doing okay back there. So Larry Ennis Jr., your race leader. Hopefully the newlyweds don't bump draft each other down the back straightaway. Larry Ennis Jr. up front. Tim Frederick. Oh, Toby Cook almost sideways in turns 1 and 2. Eric Brokaw trying to pass his wife. Wonder how that's going to go over in the morning. Brokaw will pass Brokaw into turn number 3. Newlyweds playing nice in turn 3 and 4. Maybe she's just letting him win to make him feel good, so he'll give her a back rub a little bit later. White flag in the air for Larry Ennis Jr. Eric Kugler mowing the grass for Randy Smith down in 3 and 4. Back out onto the racetrack. And off of turn number 4, your winner is going to be the 20 of Larry Ennis. For 57, that was the 57, now it's the 20. Also Isogenics on this car. The backup car to the backup car to the backup car. Larry Ennis Jr. getting ready to climb out. Here's your winner, Larry Ennis Jr. Finally. Come here, man. Okay, so the backup car to the backup car to the backup car finds you in victory lane. That was interesting.
Yeah, I want to thank Mike for letting me race it because it's been a headache the last 3 weeks. Oil and oil and oil.
Hey, come over here because you got all the fans at home got to be able to see you, and I'll get yelled at by the Mid-Vid guys for not turning you around. But tell me about this 57 that's now the 20. Man, you've had a rough year, but things are starting to, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay in the top 10. I'm like 2 points out of it, and then this car was loose today, and then we fixed the toe. Did some air pressure adjustments. It was still loose, but it was like driving the 50 of Wesley when I won last time. It felt the same. I'm like, yes.
So it wasn't loose, it was just loose.
Yeah, it was fast. And I think I want to give this to Braden. He's not here, but yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good deal, Braden Swaney. Serving our country in the Army.
Yeah.
Good deal. Congratulations, man. Good run tonight.
Thank you.
Your winner. Not Wes Ennis Jr., it's Larry Ennis Jr. Coming to green. Green flag off turn number 4. Jeff Dunphy the third with a good run into turn number 1. Matt Grimmel going to battle back on the bottom. Dunphy with a run down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Dunphy has it cleared. Grimmel packs it in there. He stays beside him. Dunphy going to clear. Jeff Dunphy the third, your race leader. Jeff Dunphy, the third, former late model driver, part-time competitor here at Midvale Speedway. into the modified, and he is up front and leading in the number 3 machine. Matt Gribble in the 12 runs second. Then the 2 of Lee McCreary, the 0 of the big dog, Lucas Ripley, and the 38 of Kevin McClintock ahead of the 55 of the Rooster Brandon Bailey, doing what he needs to do for the championship. Although a lot of damage from that machine earlier in the heat race, he was able to fix it up and get ready to go for the feature. Sure, that car is not 100%, but great call to the McClintock Racing team and also the O2 of Mike Bauer's team to get their machines back together after that accident in the heat race earlier. Todd Ripley out there in the 00, started up in the 4th spot, slipped back in that outside lane. Back to the 7th spot, Bowers runs 8th. Beatty runs 9th. Clayton Oliver in his 19 runs 10th. And then the 23J of Philip Cox, the 4W of Bill Westlake pulled off. 12 laps in, Jeff Dunphy III continuing to pull away from Matt Gribble. Now up to 1.5 second lead. It was a second a couple of laps ago. Now 4. So Jeff Dunphy III starting to check out. Gribble runs second. Lee McCreary all over the back of that number 12 for that second position. Then a couple car lengths back to the big dog Lucas Ripley, the 38 of Kevin McClintock, the 55 of the Rooster Brandon Bailey, the 00 of Todd Ripley. Those 4 all nose to tail for 4th through 8th. Add the O2 of Mike Bowers into that equation. That sends them back nose to tail from 4th to 8th. Todd Ripley with a nice move to pick up the 6th position from the Rooster Brandon Bailey. That puts a car between McClintock and Bailey. So taking a look at the lap times, Jeff Dunphy III running 14.8s, 14.815 last time around. That time was a 14.779 for the race leader, Jeff Dunphy. Matt Gribble running 14.804, Lee McCreary 14.918. Lucas Ripley in the 15s, 15-1. So Lucas Ripley definitely holding up Kevin McClintock, his dad Todd Ripley, and the 55 of the Rooster Brandon Bailey as they continue to slip back more than a half a straightaway, almost a full straightaway now, behind the second place battle between Matt Gribble and the 2 of Lee McCreary. Jeff Dunphy III continues to lead, but he's going to catch some lap traffic. 24 laps on the board. They'll be halfway this time as Philip Cox looking to the inside of Clayton Oliver as they battle just in front of the leaders. Here it is, halfway home for Jeff Dunphy III. 25 in, 25 to go. Problems for Clayton Oliver as he's going to pull off in the number 19. The 23J of Philip Cox gets around the 60 of Corey Beatty. Beatty way up the racetrack, and the leader starting to run down the 60 and 23J. Jeff Dunphy III does put a lap on the 60 of Corey Beatty. Best battle on the racetrack right now, the 0 of Lucas Ripley, the 38 of Kevin McClintock, the 00 of Todd Ripley, and the 55 of the Rooster Brandon Bailey. That is 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th as they get around Corey Beatty, the lap machine. And Dunphy is starting to lose some of his lead. Jeff Dunphy starting to lose a little bit of his lead, only 1.0 in front now. It was 1.5. Matt Gribble starting to reel in the 3 of Dunphy. Seven laps on the board this time for Jeff Dunphy III. 37 on the board. Matt Gribble still runs second. Lee McCurry third. Then it's a ways back to Lucas Ripley in the 0. Looks like the 38 of Kevin McClintock. Handling maybe going away on that machine as here comes Todd Ripley. Looks to the inside. McClintock going to close the door. Brandon Bailey going to look to the outside of Todd Ripley. Best battle on the racetrack is the 38 in 4th. 5th with the 00 and the 55 of the Rooster. As here comes Todd Ripley trying to get to the inside, and he got him. Spun Kevin McClintock in turn number 3. Number 12, Lee McCurry in the 2, the 0 of Lucas Ripley. And that's not going to work. His injury right now, he's thinking about winning this 50 lapper. He's got 12 laps to do it. He restarts in the outside lane in row number 2. McClintock 5th, the Rooster 6th. Green flag is in the air. Matt Gribble got way up off the racetrack in turn number 4. He's going to lose the 2nd spot to Lee McCurry. Good battle, that championship battle. McClintock sideways off of turn number 4. Going to give up that spot to the Rooster Brandon Bailey. Bailey going to move up into the 5th spot. Todd Ripley may end up getting around McClintock on the outside lane now. points changing by the second here at Midvale Speedway. Laps to go. Jeff Dunphy III trying to hang on and hold off Lee McCreary for the 50-lap feature win. Matt Gribble runs third. Lucas Ripley fourth. The Rooster Brandon Bailey fifth. Todd Ripley sixth. Kevin McClintock seventh. Mike Bowers eighth. Philip Cox ninth. Corey Beatty in 10th. Championship points may be changing again. Todd Ripley to the inside of the Rooster Brandon Bailey, and now contact. Todd Ripley. Todd Ripley got into the 55 of the Rooster Brandon Bailey. Win a couple of weeks ago. Into turn number 3. Dunphy and McCreary. Green flag in the air, green, white, checkered finish. Dunphy got a good start. If he can hang on to the bottom. McCreary around the outside. McCreary still there. Dunphy, McCreary, white flag is in the air. Turn number 4, McCreary trying to hang it in there, not going to be able to make it work. Jeff Dunphy, the third, picks up the feature win. Lee McCreary finishes second. Matt Gribble third. The Rooster Brandon Bailey fourth. Lucas Ripley fifth. Kevin McClintock in sixth. Former late model competitor, part-time here at Midvale Speedway, hopped into this number 3. Been down here the past few weeks. Had a couple of good runs in this number 3 machine, and he finds himself in victory lane. Jeff Dunphy the third. Getting a hug in victory lane. Getting the Hans device and helmet off. Come on over here, kid. Man, that was a good run. You had a good run here a couple of weeks ago, and you know, made your way up from the back of the pack up into the top 5. A good run. I said, man, that 3 car's got pretty stout. I'll tell you what, this thing was stout tonight, led start to finish, and held off one of the tough as nails competitors in Lee McCreary.
Yeah, it was. I counted down from about 25, and just hoped to hold on, and just. I have to thank my dad for the setup and everything, and we had a lot of trouble this week to get the motor back. We didn't even know if we were going to race this week. We had to go get the seal done and everything, but we made it, and here we are.
Telling you what, man, this thing was good. You need a sponsor on here, man, the way this thing's running, huh?
Yeah, it's all out of my dad's pocket, and we do the best we can.
Well, and the best you can was good tonight. Congratulations, man. Great run.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your winner, Jeff Dunphy the third. The 11 leads by 11 over Gabe Pringle to start this feature. See how it shakes out. Tom Early. Passwater Senior, we're green. Mike Martin all kinds of out of shape off of turn number 2. Gathers it back up now. Hoopengarner gets into Passwater. Senior Hoopengarner loses a left rear tire, right rear tire. Wow. The one at Gary Hoopengarner loses a right rear tire. Green flag is in the air. Tom Early with a good start on the bottom of Passwater Senior, battling back on the top. Mike Martin and Bill Aubil still side by side. Aubil sticks it down in there and underneath the 75 of Passwater's. 3 wide into turn 1. Martin backed out of it, getting trapped behind the 75 of Passwater Senior. 3 wide into turn number 3. Colton Ritchie, Mike Martin, Bob Passwaters Senior. Bill Aubil and Tom Early out front. Mike Martin and Colton Ritchie side by side for the 3rd spot. Aubil trying to get to the bottom of Early. Gabe Pringle to the inside of Mike Martin. Championship implications there. Pringle gets around Mike Martin off of turn number 4 to take over the 4th spot. Larry Smith looking to get to the inside of Martin. Martin trying to close the door. Martin drove Larry Smith all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Smith stayed in there, and he's going to try and pick up the 5th position. Move Mike Martin back to 6th. Pringle now looking to work on the 21 of Colton Ritchie as they start to run down the front 2. Tom Early still leads. Bill Aubil in 2nd. Here comes Pringle to the inside of Ritchie. Ritchie closes the door on Pringle. Pringle backs out. Gabe Pringle to the outside of Colton Ritchie for 3rd. Aubil on the inside, holding that bottom lane. Tom Early, your race leader. Bill Aubil runs 2nd. Colton Ritchie and Gabe Pringle battle for 3rd. Larry Smith in 5th. Mike Martin 6th. Colton Ritchie doing a nice job of holding on to that inside line, not allowing Gabe Pringle around on the outside. Caution off of turn number 4, the 13 of Kenny Feaster Jr. Hey, guess what? He lost a tire. So coming to green, 12 in, 8 to go. Early and Aubil. Green flag in the air. Aubil trying to hang on that outside lane. Tom Early going to take the race lead into turn number 3. Aubil going to battle back, going to slip up in that outside lane. Colton Ritchie now there for second. Pringle and Smith make some contact in turn one. Audio goes up the racetrack now 3 wide into turn 3. Grove on the bottom, Pringle in the middle, Martin up high. Everybody gets through. Your race leader, Tom Early. Colton Ritchie now up to second. Good battle for second, Audio and Ritchie. Kyle Grove with a crossover move on Colton Ritchie. Grove took a look to the outside of Bill Audio and lost some ground. Here comes Gabe Pringle in the 7, looking for that third spot. Bill Audio trying to hunt down Tom Early in the 31. White flag for Tom Early. Off turn number 4, your winner, Tom Early. Bill Audio finishes second, Gabe Pringle third, Kyle Grove fourth, Colton Ritchie fifth, Mike Martin sixth. In the Herbs transmission, Early Racing, Reno Roofing and Construction, sponsored number 31. Getting ready to climb out. Hey. Come on over here, man, real quick. Congratulations, another victory for this 31 ride.
Thank you.
Who you want to thank, man?
I want to thank all the fans for coming out. And I want to dedicate this victory to my sister sitting down there in 3 and 4. And all my pit crew right here to help me. And that's about it.
Hey, putting this thing out front, good battle with Bill Aubil. You guys raced clean up front, good job.
Thank you.
Congratulations, your winner, Tom Early. See what happens in the feature. 12 laps they'll go. Powell and Gerber. Green flag is in the air. Barney Gerber up the racetrack, going to take over the race lead. Almost 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Going into turn 3. Powell sideways into 21. Barney Gerber, your race leader. Barney Gerber, your race leader in the 2T. Colt Locker to the inside of Michael Barnes for second. Into turn number 3, Roger Boucher going a lap down. Move to 118 and locker up the second. Behind the 2T of Gerber. Here comes the 84 of Schweitzer looking to get to the inside of Barnes in turn 1. He does. Schweitzer and Locker moving their way up through the field. Barney Gerber going to close the door on Colt Locker for the race lead. Side-by-side points battle, side-by-side for second. Rich Schweitzer, Colt Locker. Looking to try and get around Barney Gerber for the race lead. Huge championship implications. Gerber continues to lead. Colt Locker now battles back on the outside. Good racing up front. Wide into turn 3. Gerber gets into Locker. Schweitzer going to take over the race lead. White flag for Rich Schweitzer. Can he hang on? Colt Locker almost got blocked in by the 11 of Boucher. Down the back straightaway. Locker, Schweitzer. Through turns 3 and 4, your winner is going to be Rich Schweitzer. Colt Locker finishes second. Michael Barnes third. And the 4th, Tim Scott in 4th. Barney Gerber 5th. Number 84, Allen's Muffler. Yes, I can interview you inside. It's been a long night. We'll make this quick. Rich Schweitzer, number 8.
Thank you. It was a good night tonight. A lot of good running trucks tonight.
And I'll tell you what, this thing, talk about the move down there, Mr. Smooth.
I about done moved myself right out of the race once, and then I come back, but it was a fun race.
Congratulations, man. Good run tonight.
Thank you very much.
Rich Schweitzer, your winner.
Justin Rennicker in row 4. Getting ready to come green. 15 lap. Fast compact feature. Pile up in turn number 1. Big accident in turn number 1. In turn number 3, getting ready to come to the green. 15 lap fast compact feature. We're hoping we can get it in the corner. 3 of Steve Martin. the 55 of Tyler 9 got him. That's what. On the outside. lost a tire.